everybody, my name is Cupmaster, and welcome to a PsychEngine tutorial. So today we're going to be recreating the tricky mod within PsychEngine. So without any further ado, let's begin. Now the requirements you will need, I will leave those all in the description. The main source you're going to need is the PsychEngine. So when you first boot up PsychEngine, you just so it's the tutorial, so yeah, it's all the tutorial all the way to 6. Same goes with free play as well. Tutorial all the way to 6. It's all the same. The only difference here is there's awards. I haven't really bothered with doing like a mock color. Oh yeah, isn't that a secret song? I've never tried it. Then we got the good old Funkin' Crew, Fan Arcade, Evil Skit 8, R, and Kawaii Spray. So, without any further ado, let's get to the actual mod. So, you might be wondering, Cal, or Cobb, how the hell are you going to be able to make a mod? Well, if you just look on your keyboard, press 7, you'll see this menu. So, in this menu we have Weak Editor, Menu Character Editor, Dialogue Editor, Dialogue Portrait Editor, and Menu. So, in this tutorial we'll only be focusing on Weak Editor, Menu Character Editor, and Character Editor. These I might do in a separate tutorial when I just make a custom mod. On a Friday night yet. Start that on the PsychEngine, but we're just gonna be recreating the outside tricky mod. So, yeah, without further ado, let's just get into Weak Editor. So when you open up Weak Editor, you'll see that it has all the Week 1 assets, and it's titled Your New Week. So if we go into Display Names over here, we just go ahead and we name it whatever the hell we want. So we're going to name it Upside... Oh yeah, I spelled upside wrong. Upside Clown. We're just gonna name it Upside Clown. Forgot that minus and equals change the volume. I don't know why. And then you're gonna want to copy that name pretty much in here. So Upside Clown. Go ahead. I'll give that a capital C, even though you don't really see it up there. Okay. So the weak files, we're going to name this. I already added the files and whatnot in. So we're going to call it Clown. Okay. You got that here. This was from the old tricky mod, which is, I'm pretty sure, somewhere in the game files of the new one. Or I just got this one. So we got Clown right here. And then there's also this option to hide the week from story mode. So if you're just doing a bonus song, I would recommend ticking that. But for this tutorial, we're not going to do that. So the stage, the back assets, we're just gonna have it blank. And then these are the menu characters. So we're gonna make the menu character. Now the songs, we're gonna just name them what they're normally called. The first two songs in the tricky mod. So Improbable. Outset. We're just gonna have outset. We're just gonna call it outset. Alright. And then we're gonna hit calmer. And the reason why is because it makes us go down. So we're gonna call it madness. Okay. So yeah, there's no upside remix for Hell Clown. Well, there is, but no one's like charted it or anything. Or maybe they have, I don't know. Maybe I can try and chart it. It probably won't be as good, but maybe I can like showcase that off in a different video or something. So yeah, now we got that out of the way. So now we've named our songs. We'll just actually go back and make that a capital O because that's just bugging me. There we go. All right, all fixed. Okay. So, and then if you come onto lock, you can have weak locked, where you can just right here, you can go ahead and say, oh, I want my week to be opened, or I want my week to be unlocked as soon as you beat week 6. And you can just have that locked. But we're not going to have ours locked. This is just something you can add if you want to. If you're going to go ahead and like upload this. I probably won't upload this. Or maybe I might. I don't know. It just depends. So yeah. Now you got that done. Now we go here and press free play. So right here we got our, this is the free play. Like when you go into free play, you got the colors and you got the icons. So the icons are dad. So what we got to do is we got to go ahead and we'll change the colors. So I'm going to change the color to Upside Tricky's skin color. I think that's a bit darker. I think it's... I think it's this color. I could probably go back and fix that color if I want to, but we'll just use that color for now. So for Improbable Outset, we're gonna go ahead Tricky dash mask, and we'll go ahead minus that down, bring that up, just keep that there. Minus that down. Oh, that's green. Alright. There, we'll just roll with that color for now. Alright, so now we'll go Tricky. There we go. Okay, so I'll tell you a little bit about the icons. So when you're making the icons, make sure you name them icon dash whatever your character is. The reason for that is if you just don't name them that, then the icons won't appear and the game will crash. So, yeah. So now we got that out of the way. Now we can go ahead and hit save. You can pretty much, now I'll tell you a little bit about the, alright. So if you go to, so when you open up PsychEngine, alright, sorry about that. So you can see that if you go into mods, which is where we're going to save our week. Now what you can do is you can go ahead and create a new folder. And you could just name that like Upside Tricky or whatever. You can name it whatever the hell you want. Like, if you want to make it as a downloadable thing that you can just put into where people, to play the mod, you just got to put it into mods. Now, I'm not going to do that. So, pretty much, I don't really do that. What I do is I just go into weeks, and I just place where, the name of my week in here. So, we're going to, so it's going to be named Clown, because that's what you named the week logo. So, we go ahead and save it in there. So, now our week is saved. So you can skip to get out of the menu. So now we're going to move on to, okay, we're going to move over to, well, we'll do Character Editor first. So when you open up Character Editor, you'll appear in this area. Now, so pretty much, okay, so for this tutorial, so what you're going to do is when you open up the Character Editor, what you gotta do is you gotta go all the way down to either the dad or the mom. So what you gotta do is you gotta pretty much, let me get my folder up. This one. Yeah, here we go. Alright, so, let me go. So pretty much go to characters. So we'll do Tricky Mask first. So pretty much what you gotta do is you just gotta rename, Control C. And you go in here, you get rid of this, press V, and now you gotta go ahead and hit reload image, and then we got the character. So now you might have noticed that there's an error. Now for that, you gotta go into the character as XML file. So, yeah, so this is going to be a bit of a long part. So let me just, okay, so let me just get the animations. Okay, so pretty much, so first you want to go ahead and remove like loop and whatnot. So we'll go ahead and remove sing up loop, sing, yeah, all that crap. Now the hey animation is pretty much just like idle and like a different animation, or you can just go ahead and create a new animation. Like if you want to create a new animation, you just go, you name it, you can name it whatever the hell you want. You can just go ahead and name it whatever the hell you want, and then you just put the XML or TXT file. But since Tricky doesn't have an alternate animation, we're just gonna roll with this. So we're gonna start with the idle animation, and we're gonna go. Now it's just called idle and whatnot in here. So what you got to do is you go to the very top, highlight, press Control C, or you can just highlight and press copy. Then you just remove this, the add and update. Go here, you see him like moving, and you can press space to play the animation. Like blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so yeah, you pretty much do that, rinse, repeat. So right here you go the XML. So this is left. You go to sing left right here. Control C, or just right click and press copy, paste. So yeah. Now one thing you'll notice is that the animation is like a bit off. We'll come back to that in a minute. Okay, so now we'll go down. So sing down. Let's see. So yeah, pretty much just rinse, repeat. Right here. Let's see. Sing right. Then we go right here. Oh shit. Let's see. All right. Now we have all our animations. Now, if the animation isn't working, and if it's like, say if it's like playing idle, but then in that same sprite in the XML it goes and plays right, what you can do is just go to advanced, and then you just go in here, you can just like press 0 like .1 or 0.0.01, 0.2, 0, you know what, just to like have it like that. I know some animations are like that, like with Indie Cross Combat and Pico and the speaker in week 7, it would be like that. But since Tricky doesn't have those problems, we'll just go ahead, or I'm not going to have to demonstrate that. So now you might be wondering, now you've noticed that the animation is not like synced up with idle. So what you got to do is you just go ahead. Okay, so you gotta, so animation ghost. So you pretty much go indie or just find the idle animation. And what you gotta do is you gotta go ahead, we'll go ahead and link all the animations with the shadow. Now you can hold shift and move it. Alright, there we go. So now our animations are all synced. I'm not sure if that's the the way it is, but I'm just gonna do it like that. So there we go. Now our character is fully in sync. So what you gotta do is you just gotta turn that off now, and we have our character fully in sync. So now that you got that done, you go back to character, and then you've noticed that over here we've got character Y and X. Now this is the area and position. So what you gotta do is, so here we'll just go ahead and place him on the floor down here. Now the camera XMLY is pretty much depicting where the camera goes, where if it's your opponent, where the opponent's turn, that's where it's gonna be facing. So down, so we're pretty much just gonna hit down. We'll have it at 50-50 for now. When you're in the song, you can press 8 and it'll take you back to the character editor to fix it up. So yeah, and if your character's XML sheet is facing the opposite way, you can just press flip X for you. But since our character is not facing the wrong way, we don't need to do that. Now the scale, you can go ahead and make it bigger. If your character is just like this size, you can go ahead and make it bigger. So now the health bar color, I think we need to know where I gave it. Alright, so now we got the character now. So we have the character done. So what you gotta do now is you go ahead, save character, you go to mods, and then you go to characters. And then you go ahead and rename this, so we're gonna name it Tricky Mask. Go. Or actually, back. Mask. There we go. So you're going to name it Tricky Mask, and you're going to save it in there. So now it'll be in there. So you might have to go ahead and exit it, and then go back to character editor. Then your character will show up, Tricky Mask, so you can come back and edit it. So now we're going to go ahead and do, I think, Tricky without the mask is the same. Alright. So now we're going to move on to here. Copy. Oh wait, whoops, I forgot to copy it. Oops. Rename, Control C. Forgot to do that. Whoops. So yeah, so the animations are pretty much the same, but the positions are not in the same place. So we gotta go ahead. Now, another thing, you can press Q and E to zoom in and Q to zoom out. And you can also press J, K, and L to like move it as well if you're having a bit of trouble with that. Just thought I'd bring it up. Save character, so we're just gonna name it Tricky. Oh wait, I forgot the I. Whoops. So we're just gonna name it Tricky. So exit, go to character editor, and our character shows up. Now, real quickly, I'm just going to go ahead and do upside boyfriend and upside girlfriend real quick, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So I went ahead and made upside boyfriend and girlfriend. So we got upside boyfriend. There we go. Weirdly, on a spreadsheet, all of his animations aren't really colored in. Like, you can see here. The shoes are colored in, but the next frame are not. Like that. And the sleeve is green. Game over screen is in the right position. I'm scared. Shocked. Shows a little bit of normal boyfriend, but for the most part it's okay. Misanimations. I don't know why the microphone's white. I don't understand that, but whatever. Alright, then we got upside girlfriend. I forgot to add girlfriend's upside girlfriend icon, so I just made it normal girlfriend. It won't matter really for this tutorial. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, now we're gonna go to the character editor. So let me just go ahead and close that. So when you're opening the main character editor, so we're right here. So you it's pretty much the same as the character editor, but you go to mods, you go to images, and then you go to menu characters, and then you just name it. Oh shit, I grabbed the wrong thing. Whoops. That's a bit embarrassing. Whoops. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry. I grabbed the right one. So I pretty much just grabbed this. Now pretty much what you can do. So yeah, we got a tricky thing right here. Alright, so now the XML file works the same as so we just name it, so we're going to call it menu underscore tricky. So the underscore and menu are already there. You got to make sure that the first letter is in caps. You got to make sure it's in capital. Now the idle, we got to name what the idle is called on the sprite sheet, which is called Tricky Week. Now, there. Reload the character, please don't crash. Bingo, it's there. Now you might notice he's a bit too big. You can just press scale, and then hold 5, and there. Right there. Alright, so now what you gotta do is go to save character, go to mods, go to images, menu characters, and then you just name it, say, menu tricky. There. Now you can make it on opponent, you can do it as boyfriend if you want, and you can also have it as a girlfriend, but we're doing opponent right now. I could add the upside boyfriend menu, because the upside boyfriend menu has the, you know, the little no right there. Well, it's not the no, but it's like the band symbol. It doesn't have that. I'm pretty sure you know what symbol I'm talking about. That it doesn't have that, but I don't really feel like doing that, so we're just gonna. So there. Now we got the menu character back. You go back into week editor, load week. And you go back to mods. You go back to week. Here. Now you're gonna want to go into characters and then type in character and menu tricky. There. He's right there. So now you're going to go on ahead and hit save, overwrite it, and then there. So now with that out of the way, so we got all of our assets already. I do have everything ready. I just want to make sure. Data and probable outside, yep. Songs, yep. Stages, which I'll get back to that. So, okay, so now you're going to want to go into free play. You can make the other week tricky on a Friday night yet. That's just a choice. So now you're gonna want to go to. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. I'm back. All right, so now that you you got your, make sure you have data like named what your week is. So improbable outside. So we're gonna go on to hard. So we're gonna go in, and you've noticed you're in the stage area. So what you're gonna do is press 7 on the keyboard, and then you'll go to the chart editor. So what you can do here is you can pretty much what you can do is you can go ahead and change the sections, whatnot. You got different types of notes. You have girlfriend sing. You can have hurt notes, which are pretty much just like this. It works just like the tricky mod. So we're just gonna not mess with that. And then you can have events where you can play. These are script events, but we're not gonna have script events in this song. And then you can have right here. You can have visible waveforms for charting in case you're confused on who is singing and whatnot. But so for this track, we're gonna have upside boyfriend, we're gonna have upside girlfriend, and an opponent is gonna be tricky mask. Now the stage, I called it somewhere. So with that, you can go ahead and press save. I'll go to mods, data, probable outside. We're on hard difficulty. Go ahead and overwrite the save. So you can press 7.
3, 2, 1, go!
And as you've noticed, we're in pitch blackness. So now what you're going to want to do is you're going to go ahead. Let me just close all this shit right here that I got down here. There we go. Alright, so now what you're going to want to do is this is where the source code comes into play. I'll link this in the description. So you're going to go ahead and go into mods. So you're going to want to go ahead and hit stages. And when you go ahead and open it up, let me just go and show you what I mean. So let me just grab it. I have it in here. This is where I keep all the code and shit that I have down here. So when you download it, you have example stage right here. And what's in here is just basically script and code and whatnot. And you can go ahead and customize that. So you can go ahead. So yeah, so you can customize it. And now this is where the code part comes in. So you're gonna go ahead, you're gonna go to stages. I named it somewhere. Now the JSON, you could pretty much like move the like tricky like backwards and whatnot. So yeah, we're not gonna mess with that right now. So what you're gonna wanna mess with, well, I mean you can mess with that if you want. We probably will end up messing with it, but right now we're just gonna go ahead and mess with this, the Lua script. I made all these like Notepad and whatnot. You can use Notepad to code with this. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna want to type this all down, okay? Now we're not gonna worry about this for this tutorial right down here, but just type those in case. These are for like animated like stuff in the background. You want to have like animated Lua sprites in here. But right now we're gonna go ahead and add the sprites here. So pretty much the old Tricky only had like 2 sprites for the background, like the sky and the ground. So now the sky is called red, and then the ground is called tricky _ floor. And just to make sure, you can go ahead and go to mods, images. You save the images. You don't need to save those in any of these folders. You just go ahead and just save it right here. So let me just go ahead and check. I'll rename Control C. Let me just make sure. I'll just put that in there anyway. V, done. So we're gonna go ahead and hit File. We save. I'll be right back. Just one sec. All right, I'm right back. I just had to fix up the floor, so I can just make it like 1. Because the other one was like other multiple sprite sheets, so I just made it like 1 because we're just going to be using that. We're not going to make it like, because it does, I don't think it moves or anything, or maybe it does and I just never notice it. So yeah. So now that you've saved, you press that and then go ahead and restart the song, and then your props and assets will show up.
3, 2, 1, go!
Now you might have noticed that they're all over the place. Now to get them in the right order that you want them to be in, you're going to want to go back into the Lua script and then you're going to want to type coordinates. Now, what I do is I just type in like random coordinates till I get it to where I want. I'm not that professional, but so the sky we're going to make negative 1,000, and we'll make it negative 300, just to keep the sky in the right place. So let's just see if it worked.
3, 2, 1, go!
It did, somewhat. It somewhat worked. Now with the stage, it's a completely different story. So with the stage, we're gonna do like 450 or 350. So 350, and then we'll change that to negative 350. There we go. See if we'll restart, and we'll see where that spawns us.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, we're somewhat in the right position. We just need to dial it back a bit. Maybe 1,000? Let's just see if 1,000 is the right coordinate.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, maybe we might have to like make it about negative 800. Oh crap, what happened? Shit, wait. Oh, whoops, added 2 negatives. Okay, wait, let me just
3, 2, 1,
restart. Okay. Let's just hope that didn't fuck with the code.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, we might need to move that to like 2. We'll make that, well, like 550. Alright, this is a bit of a tedious part, because there's no like
3, 2,
menu
1,
editor.
go!
Okay, we're gonna have to move that. Okay, it's just YouTube notifications going off. We're gonna go ahead and move that down. How about like, let's say 250. Just gonna make sure that it's on. They're on.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, that's. Let's just see if that's the right position. Okay, no, it just needs to be up a bit. So how about just 300? Or, yeah, 300. Go 300, and then we'll make that 500. Alright, let's see if that worked.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, yeah, I can work with that. That looks pretty decent. Okay, yeah, sure, we'll work with that. Alright, we'll go ahead and play a little bit. Alright, okay. So we have the right coordinates. So we're gonna go ahead and save that. We can go ahead and close that now because we don't need it anymore. We're just gonna have a, so now let's just make sure that we, what did I do?
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, so now you're gonna want to hit, what shit, sorry, I keep hitting restart
3,
song.
2.
So what you're gonna want to do is change the difficulty. We'll go to normal. We'll go ahead, press 7.
3, 2.
Go ahead, tricky mask, girlfriend, it's gonna be upside girlfriend, so boyfriend, the stage, I called it somewhere. Okay, go ahead and save, improbable outset normal. So go ahead and press enter, it should work the same way.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and mess with the JSON. So now boyfriend, they're a bit too close to girlfriend, and I'm not really a big fan of that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and move boyfriend. We'll move tricky at about, I'd say 160, and then we'll move boyfriend at around 1060. All right, we'll go ahead and see what that looks like, and
3, 2, 1, go!
okay, he's a bit too far back. We'll just have it at, say, 960. We'll have 960, and we'll have tricky at about 100. Alright.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, yeah, I can dig that. We'll do that for now. I can always go back and edit it if I want. Alright, yeah. Now you can go ahead. Alright, so now we're going to go back to change difficulty. We're going to go to easy now. And then we're going to press 7.
3, 2.
And then go ahead and somewhere. Upside BF, upside GF. And then tricky mask. Save. You go to probably, let's say, easy or whatever the hell you name your song. Then you go ahead and press enter. Now the JSON, you don't have to interact with it, but you can interact with it if you want. The only thing you really necessarily need to interact with it is just the Lewis script, so you can be able to have the background assets in the right position. Alright, so now we're gonna go ahead and go to madness. So it's pretty much just the same.
3, 2, 1,
So
go!
go ahead and press 7. I think we chose hard difficulty, I think. So I'm gonna go boyfriend, girlfriend, and then the opponent is just tricky. Let me just see what difficulty this is. So we're gonna be in Nevada.
3, 2, 1, go!
Maybe I might have to interact with the lure a bit more. We'll make that what 460. We'll just see what that's like. What would that look like?
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, so this is hard difficulty. Okay, so we'll go ahead and press 7. Yeah. So we got everything ready. So we're gonna go to data, madness, hard, overwrite. Oh wait, no. Actually, what we're gonna want to do here is we're gonna go to notes. We're gonna go hit the hurt notes. I'm gonna go ahead and edit these. I'll be just right back. All right, I'm back.
3, 2, 1, go!
Just went ahead and fixed those. So yeah, oh yeah, and another thing, if you're porting another song that has death notes, so like here, the death notes or the notes will be on the side, and then boyfriend will interact with them. So what you want to do is you just got to go into sections, swap the sections, then swap it back, and then the notes will appear. And then you just gotta whoops, go to hurt note, and then you just do that. Pretty much. That's pretty much what you gotta do, really. Alright, so now that we got... I did the charting for all the other songs and whatnot. So we got our songs and our stages. Now what we're gonna want to do is we're gonna go into our stuff. So we're gonna go into code. So now we're gonna get the cutscene. So we're only using one cutscene. So we're gonna go PsychEngine, boyfriend test video. Or actually, I'll just go ahead and grab one that I've already used before. I think I have it in here somewhere. My mods. Yep. Mods. data. We'll just copy that. Let's go back. My mods are where is it? Here it is. Okay, so what you're gonna do? So for the cutscenes, so you want to make your cutscenes. So I already have it. So you copy and paste the cutscenes into video, and then you go to data. So we're gonna go into a probable log set. Paste the Lua script. So you're gonna want to open the Lua script. Now this is the cutscenes in PsychEngine are fucking easy as hell. So you're gonna want to go rename, Control C, and then go down here, and then you just head and do that. V, done. C, easy as all hell. All right. So now that's the cutscene. So now let's go into story mode and see how the cutscenes play out. Let's just hope this works. Bingo. There. Done. Loads into the song. So yeah, that's the upside tricky ported over to PsychEngine. So we're gonna have a little bit of a play with it. We're only doing it on hard, so I'm just gonna mute my microphone and we're gonna go ahead and play through it. So you don't have to watch this part. You can watch this part if you want, but I'm just gonna end it here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and play it. So thank you all so much for watching. If you want more PsychEngine tutorials, or if you have any questions, you can go ahead and ask in the comment section if you want. If you want me to go, like, maybe make tutorials on, like, say, or if you want me to go ahead and make another PsychEngine tutorial where I showcase, like, the dialogue editor, picture editor, or maybe even some custom node types, or maybe even, like, custom songs and maps. So if you want to go ahead and see that, you can go ahead and just ask in the comment section, and I'll go ahead and do that. So yeah, without any further ado, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Make sure you go check out some other videos. Sorry about that. So make sure you go check out some other videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Three, two, one, go! That 2, 1, go!